Well, good morning, everyone. We're continuing Halachot Hanuka, Siman Tafresh Ayin B'Shulchan Aruch Seif Bet. Ribuya Seudot Shemarbim Bahem Hem Seudot HaReshut Shelo Kavu Lemishteh V'Simcha. Says the Shulchan Aruch that when people make meals and festive meals on Chanukah, it's arbitrary meals. It's mitzvot reshut, as the Chachamim didn't establish that you must have a seuda during Chanukah. So why didn't they establish, like they established by Purim, that there needs to be a seuda? Chanukah they established to light the candles and to say Hallel, but why not seuda? This is the famous answer of the Mishnah Brura that says that we have to look at what the enemies wanted to do, and that's what we praise. When it came to Purim, Haman, Machshemo, wanted to get rid of the Jews, no matter what we did. Even we'll say, okay, I'm not going to be religious anymore, whatever. No, laharogu la'abed kol yehudim, kill all the Jews, I don't care what. Like Hitler, Machshemo. And therefore, it was a physical threat to us. So a physical threat to us, the way we thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu is with physical. We have a feast, we give money to the poor, we give gifts to friends, etc. When it came to Chanukah, the Yevanim want to get rid of our Torah. And therefore, technically, if we would have given up our religion, that's how they would have viewed a victory for them. That these Jews are now not abandoning their religion, they're doing what we say to do. And therefore, it was an abandonment of, it was a spiritual threat. For a spiritual threat, there's not an obligation, therefore, to have a feast, but rather to say Hallel and to light the menorah, which is referring to Torah, and therefore it's spiritual connection. So the Seudot are a nice thing, we're going to see in a moment, but it's not an obligation. And that's what the Ramah says. He says there are those that say it's a little bit of a mitzvah for making additional Seudot on Chanukah, having intention to praise HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and also because during these days, it was the time of the Chanukat HaMizbeach, meaning during when HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded Moshe Rabbeinu to make the Mishkan, so it was all finished really in the month of Kislev. But Hashem pushed off the actual inauguration until Nisan, because that's when Yitzchak Avinu was born, and that's when he wanted to make the inauguration. He said, don't worry, I'm going to pay back Kislev. And the paying back of Kislev was that the Chag of Chanukah is in Kislev. And therefore, it is still a time, there's a time of Simcha connected to Chanukat HaMizbeach, and it's also a mitzvah. Therefore, it says a little bit of a mitzvah. When you do a Seuda, a Reshut Seuda, during Chanukah, it's a little bit of a mitzvah. And then he continues the Ramah by saying that at any Seuda, if you sing songs, if you say Divrei Torah, and you have intention to praise HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that turns any Seuda into a Seudat mitzvah. As the Mishnah Brura writes, Shekol she'oseh kedei liten shevach lamakom, if you're doing the Seuda in order to give praise to Hashem, or lefarsem hanes, or to show off the miracle to others, so therefore it's all considered a Seudat mitzvah. And the last point here of the Ramah is that there's a minhag. I don't know how much the Sfaradim have this minhag, a strong minhag, but he says there's a minhag to eat cheese on Chanukah, because there was the nest that happened through the cheese that Yehudit killed the enemy. So what was the story there? Yehudit was the daughter of Yochanan Kohen Gadol, and unfortunately at that time, the Greeks made a gezerah against the Jews, that any girl that was about to get married had to first go with one of the Greek generals, and then they could go get married. And Yehudit, therefore, was captured. She was daughter of Kohen Gadol, Yochanan Kohen Gadol, and she was meant to, he was going to take advantage of her, but she fed him a lot of cheese and wine, got him drunk, and then cut off his head, and that was a start of the fall of the Greek nation. And therefore, there's a minhag to have extra cheese on Chanukah for remembering this miracle that's brought down in the Ramah and the Mishnah Brura. Okay, that's that for today. Mincha tonight at 4:25. Have a good day, everyone.